Hello and welcome to this video. This is a part 2 of configuring third-party database connection. In this part, we are going to connect to a third-party database with Oracle SQL Developer, and the third-party database I'll be connecting to is Microsoft SQL Server. First you need to do is connect to the third-party database. So I'm going to click on Microsoft SQL Server here, and I'll click on the SQL Server 2014 Management Studio. This is the management tool that we use to connect to Microsoft SQL Server. So make sure you've got the Windows authentication. That was the authentication method I chose when I installed SQL Server. So click connect. And first thing we need to do, we need to activate the SA account. The SA is a system administration account. So on the security, click security there, click logins, and the SA account, you may have a red cross next to that. I've already enabled mine, so that's why that cross is not there. What you need to do is right click on it, go properties. By default, when you install it, it also has a password. So in order for you to set a new password, just highlight this, delete it, highlight that, delete it, enter a new password, confirm the new password. This one here just enforces password policy. I will leave that checked, and then just click OK once you've changed the password. Once the password has been changed, the next thing we need to do, right click here and go properties, and click within the properties, you need to click security. And when I installed this SQL Server, I only had Windows authentication mode. Because now I want to connect from Oracle SQL Developer, I have changed the mode to SQL Server and Windows authentication. So make sure you have yours set to SQL Server and Windows authentication mode. Okay, you need to do that. Once you've done that, click OK. I've already done that, so I don't need to do that again, but click OK. If you don't do that, you will not be able to connect to SQL Server from Oracle SQL Developer. The next thing we need to do, we need to make sure that the TCP/IP protocol is enabled. So to do that, you go to All Programs, and you click on the SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server, and click on the configuration tool. Okay, there is a SQL Server 2014 configuration manager. Click on that and click yes if you're given a prompt. So this is the SQL Server configuration manager. So once you're in there, make sure you've got your SQL Server selected. Okay, so you have SQL Server Configuration Manager, and make sure where you've got SQL Server Network Configuration, click on this to expand, and make sure you've got protocols for SQL Express selected. So this shared memory is enabled by default. TCP/IP is not enabled by default, so you need to enable it. I've already enabled it, so to enable it, you just right click and click enable. I've already enabled it. Once you enable it, you will get a prompt to restart the services, so make sure you click OK to do that. And to restart the services, you come here, click on that, and look for your service, which is this one here. All you need to do is right click and restart, and that will restart the services so that the settings that you've changed is maintained. I've already done this, so I'm not going to do that again. Just wanted to show you how to do that. So now we've got everything we need in order to connect to this database from Oracle SQL Developer. One more thing, we need the IP port address. So to do that, click on this protocols for SQL Express, right click on TCP/IP, click properties, click IP address. So we need to look for the port number. If you scroll down, You can see here it's got TCP/IP dynamic ports. Make sure you take note of that port number. My one is 52514. Yours may be different. So once we've got that, just click to exit that. And now we can go into Oracle SQL Developer and try and make a connection to that third-party database. So click on the plus sign, and then you need to give your connection a name. Give it a meaningful name. I'm going to say SQL Server. Give it a name. The username will be SA. Remember, we activated the SA account in SQL Server. The password will be the password you would have changed it to. So enter the password and you can click to save. Next thing you need to do, click on SQL Server. Make sure you've got SQL Server selected, very important. The port is going to be the port that I just showed you. So enter that dynamic port number. Mine is 52514. Once you've got that entered, you need to test the connection. Click test. Once you get a success, that means your connection has been made. Click save. Once you've got that save, click retrieve database, and you can see all your database listed. So this is the database I want to connect to. I just click connect. It says connection name already used, confirm overwrite. Okay, I'll say yes, override that. And now if I expand that, I can now access. Isn't that amazing? I can access my SQL Server from inside my Oracle SQL Developer. So these is my AdventureWorks, and these are my schemas and my schema database. Excellent. So in this video, I have successfully connected to a third-party database, which is Microsoft SQL Server, and I've done that from Oracle SQL Developer. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.